Greetings, programs. This is Wretch. Welcome back to WWE 2K16. We're at the Fastlane pay-per-view against Big Show in a Falls Count Anywhere match, which is delightfully random. Now, you may notice that I don't have a current rival at the moment, because I found out that number 4 in the rankings doesn't mean you get a title shot. I fought Super Saiyan Brock. Super Saiyan Brock, smash. Super Saiyan Brock takes no damage. One of his suplexes takes off about half of an entire bar. So Marcus grabbed a steel chair and hit Brock over the head and caused a DQ, and that was the end of the rivalry. So we have to go up, I guess, one more ranking to get into a rivalry with Brock, and maybe beating Big Show in a Falls Count Anywhere match will actually do that. The Authority wants us to use a foreign object during your match, and that's a definite given, considering it's Falls Count Anywhere. It's like, I have not cared at all about Authority edicts, and it does absolutely nothing. I think the only thing that you can do is, with the Authority, is get extra experience points. So that's interesting. Now, I wonder who Brock's going to be fighting for the title. Whoa! Why is Lana with Big Show? Did Lana just swerve me? I'm not sure, because that's very strange. I have not seen that before. But we'll go ahead and have the entrances on and kind of go from there. Didn't get a chance to watch NXT last night, though I do know that they had Asuka versus Eva Marie, and I read the kind of sum up of the matches. One of the female wrestlers from Tough Enough made her debut. Elias Sampson lost horribly. Okay, there's Lana. It was just a mistake in the graphic. Lana, or who was it? Elias Sampson got his butt kicked by Shinsuke Nakamura, as should happen. They just stick so much wrestling in an hour of TV. I love it. I absolutely love it. The thing I do want to talk about a little bit is Eva Marie and what they could effectively do with her. Now, she is improving as a wrestler, as much as people may hate to admit that. She is. She's light years ahead of what she was before. The thing about it is you can tell that you see kind of a Sable situation going with her. She doesn't really care about being a wrestler. She cares about the limelight. She cares about the spotlight. Don't get me wrong, she's trying to improve as a wrestler, and that's good. But I think she realizes that in this era of the WWE, which is a very different era from when Sable and Sunny got popular, looks aren't going to get you everywhere. That's just not how it is anymore. The thing about it is, with Eva, I had this idea of what you could actually do with her. And it's not necessarily as a wrestler. What I could see is her getting into a title match and just completely getting decimated, either by Asuka or Bayley, just some women's champion. And you can see her kind of snap a little bit. Not the psycho diva thing that you've seen, or the psycho women's wrestler that you've seen with Mickie James or AJ Lee or anything like that, but have it that I've tried so hard to succeed in this business, and if I can't have it, no one can have it, kind of thing. I could see Eva Marie as a manager, kind of like Lana, but the thing about it is, with Lana lost a lot of her heat, I think. She doesn't have that presence anymore when she dropped the suit-wearing Russian gimmick. Now she kind of looks very plain. She's dressed like Summer Rae, kind of. But have Eva as a manager, managing a small stable. I'm not talking about a huge stable of wrestlers, but maybe a tag team and a singles wrestler. And she's determined that to win, maybe a female wrestler too, like Nia Jax, for example. She wants all the titles as revenge for the fact that she couldn't make it as a wrestler as fast as she wanted to, that she couldn't be as successful as she wanted to. And they could do the whole she's red with envy kind of storyline, which goes into the fact that she has the all red everything kind of stuff. But I think it has a lot of potential because I think you could turn. She has X-Pac or X-Pac heat. If you don't know what that is, that's you dislike someone, not because you're supposed to via the storyline or anything, but you just really just dislike them in general and want them to go away. That went a lot toward Sean Waltman. I never thought Sean Waltman was that bad. I never got that kind of vibe, but I became aware of it later. But she definitely has that go away heat. And I think if they moved her to being a manager and having to cut, and she doesn't have to cut like long promos. I'm not talking about like a Paul Heyman kind of vibe there. But everything that she needs to say, she can say with facial expressions and just a few words. And I think that her heat could turn into like legit, or not legit, but manager style heat. Kind of like what they had with Sunny back in the day, or not necessarily a Jim Cornette or a Paul Heyman because they were heavy talkers, but something like that, you know what I mean? The question is, who would you actually have as a manager for the stable, or wrestlers for the stable, excuse me. What they would have to be very careful with, I think, is trying, like, Eva dyeing the wrestler's hair red and having them wear all red gear. It's not about that. They could have some sort of symbol on their tights or something like that that's red and represents Eva, kind of like their Helen of Troy kind of vibe. But I don't know. There's a lot that you could do with it, and it would probably be the most effective use of Eva, short of having her win a title or wrestle, and that's just, I don't think that's going to be feasible. I think if she wins a title, the title loses all credibility. It's not like David Arquette style, like with the WCW World title, but it's pretty close. Well, this is Falls Count Anywhere, so let's go ahead and head outside the ring. Grab something all... Actually, our DQs... Let's see here. Yes, I do want to keep those settings. What's the... Uh-oh, I don't know if the DQ is going to happen. I guess we'll find out here soon enough. Ooh, nice little Cobra clutch there. Ow. On the bat. That used to be Ted DiBiase Jr.'s finisher when he first debuted. And then he turned it into a slam. I did like the leg sweep, though. It was kind of a cool thing. Especially if he had actually locked in the Cobra clutch and just kept it. One move that I would actually like to see, that I think would have a lot of potential, is a Cobra clutch crossface. Putting the Cobra clutch in a crossface position. I think it would be more like an Anaconda vice to keep the... Alright, no DQ. And we just used a foreign object, so the authority is happy. Oh, Lord. The stuff that... Wow, that just launched that out of the ring. Big Show's moveset hurts a lot. Go for the pin. No, sir. I know that doesn't really do anything to match drama, but it's okay. Let's go ahead and throw Mr. White out of the ring. And let's send him through the barrier. We haven't done that in a while. I'm really hoping this match... I think he's like the #2 contender to the title. Which is cool because that means... Oh, I'm out of reversals. Oh, crap. It's a nice alley-oop there. Which maybe beating him will give us what we need to go up the rankings to #3, and then we can challenge Brock without him turning into Broly from Dragon Ball Z. Because that was... I was like, I fought just a little bit through there with Super Brock and realized, I was like, there is no way I'm going to be able to beat him. Like, no way. Not in a regular match. That ain't going to happen. Almost there. Come on, Big Show. OMG. That'll heighten the drama. Took it up to a 3-star match fairly quickly. Now I think the best way to end the match will be to... I could go for the pin right now, but I don't want to. I want to DDT him on the table. Get all the monitors out of the way. I'd like to put on JBL's hat. And unfortunately, we can't grab the monitor as a foreign object. That'd be kind of a cool twist. Beat Big Show down like the government mule. Oh, Lord. Surprised he doesn't want to use the bat on me. He could take my health down like no one's business. Okay, good deal. So let's bring him up. A good heart punch. And that'll give us a finisher. So let's drag him over here. It's like this would take stamina. Dragging big 500-pound guy. Okay, easy. OMG. Crap. Okay, he's hitting with those punches. And I can't reverse anything. One. There we are. We're still in good shape. We got 3 reversals. We've got a finisher queued up. Not the end of the world. I think I have the table. Yeah, I do have the table finisher. I've used it before. Oh, Lord. Okay, can we toss him? Ah, that's what we do. Now let's rest up with our stam. It's all over but the crying. Let's be honest here. Ooh, nice Hurricane Rana. And JBL's hat is still there. And the hat is still standing. This is a mugging. I love it. Now we should be in good shape now. Here we go. That's a lot of weight. And an Impaler DDT. Somewhere Gangrel smiles. Alright, count it, ref. There's no way he was kicking out of that. So, let's see if this knocks us up the rankings. It better. I mean, we just decimated the Giant. Apparently, I found a video of the actual heights of wrestlers, and Big Show is apparently not 7 foot. He's about 6'11". And Andre, I think, was about 7'1". They pushed the Giant Gonzalez as 8 feet tall, but apparently he was 7'6". It's a very interesting video. Just look it up on YouTube. It's the real heights of wrestlers. There, Authority. I finally completed one of your orders after about a month of playtime. Come on, rank up. I would really, really like that. I find stuff like that, random matches, to be infinitely better than the rivalry events. After I hit Brock with the foreign object, and then it reset my rivalry, Seth Rollins tried to start something with me, but I just ignored it. Okay, it's Brock versus Daniel. Brock retained. And now we're in the Mania month. So and we're still number, oh Lord above. Perform 2 finishers during your match. Yeah, I'll probably have to do that. It is Undertaker. Well, it is a special occasion. If we're fighting Undertaker, that's a big deal. Let's go ahead and level up something that we need to level up. I think 464. is our lowest thing. Or is it? There it is. Increase our arm durability. And let's go ahead and have a match against the Dead Man here. This should be fun. Well, no, it's probably going to be anything but fun. Unless someone... Oh, we're about to get assaulted. Well, unless it's Brock, I don't see a reason to get into a rivalry. And that ticks me off because I wanted a match with Undertaker. I thought that would actually be kind of fun. Let's see who the lucky contestant is. I don't think it would be Brock. But might be Big Show or Seth Rollins. My prediction. The scene of the crime is in Germany. Hello to any German people watching. Oh, no, Roman. We're not doing this again. That's just not how it's going to go. Why didn't you just spear me from behind? That would actually be a nasty thing for Roman to do to someone. Could you imagine doing the reverse spear and then they could do like a back injury? It'd be like his super finisher, kind of like the punt with Randy Orton. I don't know how someone could actually take that, though, is the problem. Now, we need to be careful. Roman has a finisher, and he's about to get a sig. Or, no, a secondary. Yeah, he's about to get a signature move. So we'll take him down quick, and I don't have time to deal with him. It's like it's Mania season. I would really like to wrestle for the title at Mania. I don't see that happening, though, unfortunately. But that's kind of... disappointment seems to be the theme lately with this game. Or at least this mode. And that's what you get. Now we'll have our interview time with Renee, see if there's anything interesting that'll happen. Probably not. And we'll see where we go from here, guys. So, be right back. Look at this favoritism crap. We beat Roman Reigns soundly, and he is the #1 contender to Brock. That is absolute bollocks. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We're on SmackDown. It's week 1. And looking at the matches tonight, it looks like Roman's going to have a match against Brock. And we are going to make sure that Roman doesn't get what he wants. We basically said, no, we're moving on to other things. Unfortunately, it looks like we're going to have to move on to take on Roman once again. But first, we have a match with Ryback. So I'm going to get through this real quick, and then we will show Roman our displeasure. So a change of plans. I decided that we're going to go ahead and interfere here as the authority wants us to do. And distract the referee at least once. And I think this is a good way because Roman wouldn't see it coming. R1 and R2 distract ref. Okay. Well, we'll see how good Brock is being put through his paces. Oh. Distract the referee. There we go. We did exactly what we needed to do. Now, I'm pretty sure that Brock will win the match. That's just kind of what Brock does. So, I kind of want to beat the crap out of him right now. Brock seems to have everything pretty much in hand, though.
And there's the release. What's going to happen now? I'm scared to ask.
Get him back in the ring.
He's bringing it back inside the ring now. I can't blame him. Keep it in the ring.
You're going to throw him outside again? Hell's bells. Well, we did what we needed to do. Let's go ahead and just leave the match.
One of these guys is going to walk away with the win here tonight. I just can't imagine one of them also accepting defeat. Roman Reigns has found an answer here.
Is that what we're doing?
Sometimes when you get outside the ring, it's survival. The match becomes almost secondary.
Okay. Now, we did that. Probably had to finish the match, but if it happens, it happens. Maybe the Authority will be slightly pleased because I did distract the referee. Hello, Sting. We're going to miss you. Or at least I will. I know a lot of people who would too. Ric Flair actually made a very interesting comment during his interview show. He said that if Sting had been in the WWE with that gimmick, there wouldn't have been a Hulk Hogan. He thinks that Sting would have replaced Hulk Hogan. There wouldn't have been a Hulk had Sting been there. And I can see that. Sting, I think, definitely had a better rapport with the fans than Hulk did. Now, did they actually perform 2 signatures during the match? I don't think we're going to be able to get up in the rankings to get to Brock before Mania, guys, which is a shame, but it's alright. I'm going to go ahead and end it here. I'm going to beat the crap out of Daniel Bryan. We'll probably have a WrestleMania match against... Well, no, we didn't get into a rivalry with Roman. Holy crap. Let's look at the rankings here. He's still there. And now Sheamus is ahead of me? Alright, guys. Here's what we're going to do. After I stopped the recording, I kept on playing a bit, and this is what happened. About 2 weeks before WrestleMania, I got assaulted by Daniel Bryan, and we went through all the normal song and dance of starting a rivalry and getting that going. And I was beating Randy Orton, I was beating Roman Reigns again, I beat Daniel Bryan, I'm beating everyone. The only match that I've lost in the last month or so was a triple threat match with Randy Orton and The Big Show. And if you can check this out, I'm actually maxed out with the Authority again. And didn't require any kind of interview segment or anything, I just started doing the achievements on here. So at WrestleMania, I didn't get a match with Daniel Bryan. I got put in a battle royal with Big Show, Randy Orton, Daniel Bryan, Sheamus, and Roman Reigns. It was a 6-man battle royal, which I won. Pretty decisively, too, by the way. And we are here the week after WrestleMania. I've got a match against the Big Show, and I am still number 4 in the rankings. I don't know what I have to do, but it's just going to be a grind of having to take on the same people over and over and over again. And, you know, it's not really fun for me. So I think I'm going to go end the series here. Just assume that if this game had actually been decent in terms of the career mode, like at least end game type of stuff, Marcus would have that world title. I should have had that world title a long time ago, but for some reason, and this is probably the biggest fault I see with 2K16, this career mode is very, very unbalanced. It doesn't make a whole lot of sense. You appease the Authority, you don't get title shots. You tick off the Authority, you don't get title shots. You candidly beat the people in front of you in the rankings, you don't move up the rankings to get a title shot. It's repetitive, I think is probably the best term for it. And it kind of sucks the fun out very quickly, especially if you're doing all of these matches and not progressing. That's kind of what you want to do in a video game, is progress as well as you do. And you guys have seen how I've played. I've been playing pretty decently, but that's just apparently number 4 in the rankings is where I'm staying. I'm sure there'd be a lot of angry internet fans had this actually happened in real life. But yeah, I think that's the end of it. We're going to end the series here. I hope you guys have enjoyed all of it. I think we ended here on episode 75, I think. So it was a good run. I hope you guys have enjoyed all the talk about wrestling and the recaps on Raw and such. Like I said before in a previous episode, I'll probably be doing a podcast here pretty soon, and the Payback pay-per-view is this Sunday. So just keep an eye out for it here on the channel. Thanks, guys. If you have any comments or anything, just please let me know if there was something that I was doing wrong about climbing up the rankings or something. I would very much like to hear it, but from what I've been looking up online, a lot of people in career mode have had this happen. They have just stayed in one ranking forever and ever, and it doesn't matter what kind of rivalries they start or anything. It seems completely random when you move up, and I don't think that's fair to the player. Yeah, I mean, even if this was professional wrestling, if the rankings were real, if this was like the 2K basketball or something like that, you would be moving up to a championship opportunity. But that's just how it is. That is the wacky world of wrestling, both in real life and digitally. But if you guys have liked the series, please leave a like down below, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment, that'd be a big help. I will see you in the next series. Later days, everyone.